The common denominator of success is very simply that the successful people in this world tend to do those things that unsuccessful people don't like to do. But is it that successful people like to do them? No, of course not. They don't like to do them either. They just do them anyway and turn them into habits, so that eventually these things become more difficult to do than that they become not to do. Hi, my name is Anton Bennink and this is the Freedom Lifestyle Show. In this podcast, I try to share everything that has been beneficial to my life that I've learned over the years of my journey on personal discovery and personal development. And today I want to talk about that it is consistency that wins. Because those things that we don't enjoy doing are usually those things that create a better life for ourselves in the long run. It is that thing of delayed gratification versus immediate gratification. We have to do something that we don't like to do over and over and over and over again, so that we can have that huge delayed gratification. And that is what I wanted to talk about. And Darren Hardy put it so beautifully when he stated commitment is doing the thing that you said you were going to do long after the mood you said it in has left you. And it is this consistency, this habitual behaviors, that once we turn it into a habitual behavior, it becomes more difficult to do than not to do. And then it is fine. Then you'll be on that path to become one of these great super achievers on our planet. Because then you've got the habit of doing those things that most people don't like to do as well. And they come easy to you. And that's what we want. We want to create success in our lives easily and effortlessly. And a beautiful way to do this easily and effortlessly is once you have an idea, something that you believe will increase the quality of your life, is to immediately break inertia. Immediately get started on that idea, even if it is just a tiny little move forward. That breaks inertia already. And then consistently keep doing these little things over an extended period of time. When we have a good idea and we immediately break inertia, we don't just get started, we also leave the law of diminishing intent behind us. What does this universal law state? This universal law of diminishing intent states basically that once you've got an idea or once you make a decision, if you don't immediately take action upon it, your intent to do the thing that you said you were going to do is going to diminish. If you wait 3 seconds, your intent will still be quite large to actually do the thing that you said you were going to do because you believe it will have a positive impact in your life. But if you wait 3 minutes, the intent goes down. If you wait 3 days, you might even start forgetting about that great idea that would positively affect your life. And if it's become 3 months, you probably don't even remember the idea anymore, and the intent to start that positive behavior in your life is entirely gone. So that is the law of diminishing intent. And for us to prevent falling prey to that law is to immediately take action once we have decided or that we want to move towards a certain idea, or once we want to start doing a certain thing. And this is then something that we have to continue doing habitually, because nothing will change in our lives until we change something that we do daily. And it also doesn't really matter what area of your life it is in, because this works the same in every single area of your life. Let me go a little bit deeper. Let's say, for example, you want to improve your finances. Then start tracking a specific behavior regarding your finances. For example, hold a little notebook with you and start tracking every dollar that goes in and every dollar that goes out. And over time, you'll get more awareness regarding the cash flow that goes in and out of your bank account. And through that higher level awareness surrounding your finances, you're going to become better able to manage it. And you're also going to become better able to increase that cash flow. And this works exactly the same in your health or in your relationships. Let's take health, for example. Once you start tracking for let's say 30 days, every single thing that you put in your mouth, after a few times writing down that chocolate cookie, you're going to think by yourself, maybe this is not the best thing to do and I'm going to have to write it down. So I'm just going to leave that chocolate cookie there for now. And when I feel like writing it up, I'll write it up. So automatically, by being fully aware of everything that is being shoved in that pie hole, you already start improving your behavior because you become consciously aware of it. And that is where that consistency comes in. Once we've invested those 30 days of tracking our behavior, or even better, take it to 66 days of tracking that behavior, it's become habitual. And your habitual patterns have changed. And once your habitual patterns have changed, your life is going to start to change, because that is how we influence and change our paradigm. And maybe you've not yet completely fully grasped what a paradigm is. Like a little introduction to a paradigm is that our paradigm is a mental program that almost exclusively controls our habitual behavior. And on top of that, very important to know is that almost all our behavior is habitual. And to change that mental pattern that almost exclusively controls every single thing we do, all those multitudes of habits, can only be changed in one of two ways. Either by an emotional impact or by spaced repetition and elite level coaching. And the emotional impact, the first way that a paradigm is changed, is often negative. It is often a tsunami, or 9/11 is a good example, or a loss in a family, loss of a job. These things, they can shock a paradigm. They can shock that mental program that controls the multitude of your habitual behaviors. But you don't choose this emotional impact, and 9 out of 10 times it's negative. So it's not a good way to start changing your habitual behavior in a way that would bring you the success that you want. So the only true way that we can use to change our paradigm positively is spaced repetition and elite level coaching. And once you start tracking what it is that you do regarding a certain area that you want to change or improve in your life, you're going to bring conscious awareness to it with the power of spaced repetition. And with that power of spaced repetition and conscious awareness, you're going to change that habitual behavior. And that is what we need to do if we want to improve the quality of our lives. If we want to improve the quality of our lives, we have to become better. If you want more, you have to become more. If you want a better life, you have to become a better version of yourselves. And that is what I'm working on every day and what I'm sharing through this podcast, the Freedom Lifestyle. And I hope I'm able to help you with it. And if you believe I am, then please click the little button on the side and subscribe to this channel, and you'll be notified when new videos of the Freedom Lifestyle go live. And I wanted to continue a little bit about what this consistency is all about. There's different ways. You can track it by writing it out in a little notebook. You can also just turn it into an affirmation, a little sentence that positively states something that you want in like already the present tense. To say, for example, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm eating not more than 2,000 calories every single day, and all the food that I put in my mouth is healthy and provides me with all the energy and vitality that I want. And once you turn that into a affirmation and you start to repeat it positively and enthusiastically to yourself, preferably in the mirror, you're going to start to change that mental program that runs, that makes you now do the things that you don't want to do, into a mental program that makes you do the things that you do want to do. Because this paradigm can work for us just as strongly as it can work against us. By the way, if you want my help to start to change your life for the better, there's several things and tools that I've created and several things that I work with. But a really simple way to get started is to download the Ultimate Life and Business Design Template from the link in the description below. And this is a simple step-by-step process that helps you identify what it is that you most desire, what it is that you really want out of life, and then gives you the nudge in that direction to start turning it into a business idea. Thank you very much for listening for today. If I have been able to share any value or if you have any comments, please let it know below. And don't forget, my friends, live with love and live with passion. Namaste.